Hi guys! This is now the third boss tutorial for the map The Island. Today we're talking about the dragon boss. The dragon boss is really scary because with only one little mistake you can lose everything you prepared for. But I have to apologize right in the beginning for being an ignorant prick in the past when I said only herbivores are good for fighting the dragon. If I learned something from my experiments and tests, then that theory and practice are often not very close to each other. The general meta for the alpha dragon seems always be the Therizino, and that's also why I bred them for months. While testing on my server with official settings, I realized while you can kill the boss solo with Therizinos, you will lose a lot and often it's on the edge of failing. After 4 different test runs with Therizinos, I got the boss killed every time, but I lost about 70% of my animals, and that's everything but flawless. That's also not something I would feel comfortable to present to you as a tutorial. When researching, I found a strat where you would use a full group of Megalosaurus and a Theri as a dragon bait. I tried it out for myself and you can see how it worked in the next clip. To summon the boss portal for the alpha dragon, you need the following things: Artifact of the Strong, Artifact of the Cunning, Artifact of the Immune, Artifact of the Skylord, 15 Rex arms, 10 Tuzo tentacles, 10 Basiloblubber, 10 Uti lungs, 10 Allosaurus brains, and 2 Gigahearts. As you can see, this is all you need to start the boss fight. Like I mentioned in a previous video, these animals are not spawned in but bred and mutated with 1,000 times breeding rates. The stats with 0 points you see here are archived with breeding the high-level animal back with a level 1 and wait for the offspring that only inherits the important stats and has the unimportant stats on 0. This is important when you play on official because there is a level cap of 450. If you play on an unofficial server without that cap, then you can just skip the step. But these stats are already available on official. At the beginning of the fight, it's important to place the Megalosaurus between you and the dragon. You can do that with the move to whistle that you might have to rebind in your settings first. That way the Megalosaurus are like a barrier between you and the dragon. As you can see, the boss fight progresses very quickly. When you sit on the Therizino in the arena and the group of Megalosaurus attacks the dragon, you will not attack them but tries to attack you. People's explanation is that the Megalosaurus get an invisibility buff at night and therefore can't be seen by the dragon. But I have seen this kind of behavior with other animals as well, especially small ones. So at this point I can't really tell if the invisibility buff or a bugged aggro trigger behavior is causing this. I am unsure if this behavior is intended by the devs or not, but pretty much every strat I have seen that is about fighting the dragon includes at least one method to get him stuck so he won't attack. After that, I found a video in which a player on an official server used a single Deinonychus to fight the alpha dragon successfully. And honestly, I had to try that one right away. And guess what? It worked. In the next clip you will see how the strat also can be utilized by 2 players on a dino each. It needs a little bit of coordination though. The big advantage about this is all your other methods require you to be on point with your whistles. If you are not, it's the #1 reason to fail. But here you sit on the animal that attacks, so no whistles, and you can decide when to go out of the fight if you need to heal. I will link the source to both videos who came with these methods in the description. This method is more or less the glass cannon method, because you can't take much damage in this fight. You will take insane numbers and hardly heal up. That means for you, avoid the fireballs. If the minions attack you, just left click, apply bleed and they will die rather quickly. But take care, cause the dragon attacks at the same time the minions do. When the dragon walks towards you, you and your mate need to attack the same foot. Just stand under him and left click. If you don't go for the same foot, the dragon will walk in circles and fly away eventually. If you do this with a mate, also make sure to activate the pack bonus with pressing C. The damage increase is huge. But what about Therizinosaurus, Megalosaurus and woolly rhinos? In the past 3 days I tried all kind of combinations and setups and nothing was good enough for me. The result of each boss fight felt super random. One fight we did fine, the next we lost everything. The biggest advantage of the Therizinosaurus, eating veggie cake, broke our neck every time because they just refused to eat them and got barbecued by the dragon halfway in. With the rhinos there was like a 50% chance they would eat them. Still, this is not good enough for me. I was better when not doing it solo, but alone it's super hard getting reliable results. The two methods I did introduce to you before were the ones that worked every time I tried them. There is a chance that some mechanics in those two are not intended and will get removed or changed in the future, but for now I found those to be the most reliable, especially when you are alone or with two people. Making this video was a roller coaster of emotions for myself because I had to face my own ignorance, to deny things I haven't tried myself before and just repeating what others told me. So don't be mad at me, even I still learn in this game. And I'm not ashamed to say I was wrong. If this video helped you as much as it helped me to face the alpha boss, then consider giving me a thumbs up and subscribe so more people can see this video as well. And if you successfully used the Theri strat solo without any losses, please leave me a message on how you did it, because I want to go back to the strat eventually and try it out to see why it's the most popular strat. Thanks for giving me your time, and I see you in the next video. Bye!